Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's your professional yapper here, and today we're going to be diving into a topic that I haven't really talked about on the channel, with the exception of last week's episode of Yap Sesh. We're going to be talking about the wonderful world of cosplay, specifically the legacy of Kevin Lillard. And I've recently gone down a rabbit hole of like 90s and early 2000s cosplay culture and convention culture. I've been looking at so many photos of Anime Expo 2009 and just other conventions from that era. And there's one name and one man that I've been learning about a lot, and whose legacy I want to talk about today, and that is Kevin Lillard. So Kevin Lillard was a con photographer who is best known for his website A Fan's View, which operated from 1997 to 2009, and he was known for attending events all over the country and taking photos of all the cosplayers. And it didn't matter what your cosplay looked like or what you looked like, he took your photo. And his work from his website, A Fan's View, has been archived on another website called AC Paradise. And later on in the video, I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite work by him. And Kevin Lillard is best known among anime fans for his website, A Fan's View, which covered anime conventions from 1997 to 2009. He attended more than 200 events from Florida, California, and Canada, and during that time he was also a reporter for the Indianapolis Star and an announcer for the Indianapolis Speedrome. The website began with a trip to Georgia for both Anime Weekend Atlanta and the final NASCAR Cup Championship race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Both experiences were too fascinating that he kept going to both races and conventions. His work has appeared in such diverse publications as the National Speed Sports News and New Type USA. For his website efforts, he received the Momji Award in 2012 from the organizers of Anime North. His work for various radio stations resulted in a National Unity Award from Lincoln University. Kevin tragically passed away in 2022, but his work still lives on from A Fan's View on a new website called AC Paradise, and which has been uploaded with his permission. And I recommend you guys please go look at his archives. His work, like I said earlier, his work is just a very beautiful reflection on early 2000s cosplay culture, and it just makes me feel something. Like when I look at these photos, like even like the ones from the beginning, it just makes me feel a sense of sadness for a time that I wasn't even born in. It's just like, where are these people now? You know, half of those people in the photos that I showed earlier in the video are probably like in their 30s now, which is just crazy to think about. And since I'm a little dumb Gen Z kid who was born in 2005 and has no ideas how like camera and early days of the internet really worked, I'm gonna pass the phone over to someone who does.
Cosplay in 2005. If you haven't seen the 2004 video, go visit that because it's very informative. So in my last video, I mentioned Kevin Lillard being a staple of the community and how he would get his photos up the night of the con. Now you have to remember, we didn't have con photographers back then. We were not doing photo shoots. Like the bigwigs did, but no one else did. We were looking for our photos after the convention to find if someone that had a digital camera, because the first smartphone didn't come out until like 2007, to see if those were put up on a photo bucket. Which also meant, like, if he was posting his pictures that night, he had to bring a computer or a laptop, and like things were a lot different than they are now. There wasn't Wi-Fi as not as accessible as it is now, so it was important that he did that. Anyways, in 2005, we started to see our first like big fandom, you know, rowdy kids cosplaying, and that fandom was Naruto. So if you've heard about how bad Homestuck was, if you remember My Hero Academia, now the Genshin kids, like there's always been large community of predominantly young people making a ruckus, and that is just a cycle in our community. It's not like I want to do a cosplay review by year starting from 2004 when I started cosplaying. So we're going to take a step back in the time machine to look at cosplay in 2004 and talk about how much it's changed. All these images were sourced from American Cosplay Paradise and Kevin Lillard's albums. He was a photographer and a staple, at least here in the Midwest, for getting those pictures up same night of the con, which was unheard of back then. Rest in peace, Kevin. This video is not to make fun of anyone except for myself. It is to discuss how much things have changed. So first off,
So I'm gonna cut her off here, but please go check this lady out in her videos. They're very informative about the early years of cosplay and just that era. And I really love learning about this stuff. So yeah, go check her out. It's Hack on TikTok. But R.I.P. Kevin Lillard. His legacy in the cosplay community will forever live on. Please go check out his archive. There are so many photos on there of so many cosplays from so many years, from stemming all the way back to the 90s. Like it's just like a piece of fandom culture to me, and I really love looking through his archive and just looking through AC Paradise in general. And that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. But before we end this video, I'm gonna end the video off with a montage of Kevin Lillard's best work. So yeah, R.I.P. King.